All right, day two at the Sea Otter Classic. It's cloudy again. I thought this was California. Anyway, I have walked straight in and I've gone to the Ohlins truck. Looks very cool. Actually, there's a specialised downhill bike up there. I'll take a look at that in a second. But I've bumped into this Ibis Oso that's had a couple of upgrades. So this bike is a 155mm travel rear. I think they come spec to the 170 fork, but here at Ohlins, this is one of their employees' bikes. And actually, they've stuck a 180 triple clamp Ohlins RXF 38 fork up front. I think it looks great. It's also got the TTX coil shock on the back, so you know it's going to be a big hitting bike. These forks come standard as either 200mm travel or 180, but they can be spec'd in 10mm increments down, should you wish, down to like 90mm of travel if you'd want to go that low for dirt jumping or something. But really cool, super tunable. I like the bolts, well, I like titanium bolts to me. Very nice, very neat. All right, let's keep looking, shall we? Right, in Haro bikes. Actually, I grew up, my big brother had a Haro BMX when I was a kid. You actually pronounce it Haro. And of course, they do have a big BMX background. Even people like Dennis Emerson ride them nowadays. But they also have road bikes, mountain bikes, and two brand new e-bikes. So they have an e-daily and an e-greer. So the daily is the shorter travel bike. It's a 140 rear, 150 front. It's got the Bosch SX lightweight motor. It's got a flip chip there, so this one is set up full 29 at the moment, but you can run it mixed wheel size. And then over to the e-greer, the bigger bike, Bosch CX, full power. This is run mixed wheel size. Actually, look at the linkages on these bikes, both really nice looking. And both of these are the carbon versions. There's aluminium versions coming as well. These are prototype pre-production bikes, and they both have individual one-off hand-painted finishes. Okay, over at the Revel stand, and they've got their new ReRun carbon fibre framed Enduro bike. But interesting, it's got the Bosch SX motor. You don't see many big hitting bikes with that motor. 400 watt-hour battery inside, and it's compatible with a Powermore range extender as well. As it is spec'd as an enduro bike. It's got 170 travel up front, got a big RockShox Zeb. It's got the ultimate Vivid on the rear, 165 rear travel, mixed wheel size, carbon fibre frame. Got a lovely sort of pearly white colour to it as well. And it's got this CBF, so this is the sort of co-rotating link that Revel bikes are known for. They put it on the e-bike as well. Super interesting bike. All right, we're at WTB, Wilderness Trail Bikes, to take a look at their brand new e-bike saddle, the Rocket. We've got a nice cutaway here so you can really see what's going on. You can see there's that nice scoop at the back, which we see on a lot of e-mountain bike saddles. So you've got that support to slide back on the saddle. Great for climbing, comfortable as well. You see the way they've done this by sort of scooping out in the middle but also adding extra foam at the back, so where your seat bones are, it's nice and comfortable. You might remember their previous e-mountain bike saddle had like a cutout handle in it. Well, they've still got a handle. You can see that on the profile here. So it makes it nice and easy to move your bike around, but it's quite low profile there as well. So it doesn't buzz the rear tire for smaller riders out there. So a couple of nice touches for this e-mountain bike specific saddle. All right, the sun has burnt the cloud away, which is lucky because now you can appreciate the colors. We're at Industry 9, of course. They're showing off their new Hydra 2 hub. It's been out a little while now. I've been lucky enough to ride some of these. So the story here is they've really upped the game when it comes to bomb-proof wheels. They've increased the axle size by 65%, larger bearings, larger pulls in the rear hub. Of course, you've got the colours going on with the hubs and their aluminium spokes. Great to take a closer look at them. And I'm also flying from here, going east to Asheville just later in the week. So I'm doing a full tour of the factory, so keep your eyes peeled on EMBN. That's coming in a couple of weeks. Track stand is very cool. It's a very nice retro, fully rigid mountain bike over there. Super old. Obviously, I'm here to look at the e-bikes, and we have the Fuel EXE, their TQ lightweight, lighter powered bike. But I'm also here to look at the Rail. So that is the latest bike, came out not that long ago. Rail is 160mm travel front and rear, full power. Obviously, it's got the Gen 5 Bosch CX motor. It's got Trex RIB, so removable integrated battery, 800 watt-hour, super easy to remove on this bike. Minnow link up back, so you can tweak the head angle half a degree, so it's 64.5 degree as standard, and you can tweak that by another half a degree slacker and lower the BB by a couple of mil as well. You've even got the ability to stick an angle set in this bike as well, so super adjustable and a very neat looking bike. Okay, we're at the Ride Concept stand now, a brand known for their shoes. They do have something new up their sleeves over there in a second, which I'll show you. Starting with their Helion shoes, kind of a casual trail looking shoe, asymmetric, see how that rises up on the inside as well. Do these in flat or clip versions, very nice looking. And then you move up to these Helion Elite. So you've got the double BOA dials there to get them nice and tight. Again, these are more kind of gravity-based, super sticky soles on the flat pedals, but as you can see, they're basically identical until you look underneath. There is a clip and a flat version of both these sets of shoes. But follow me over here, and you can see their brand new helmets. So you've got the Deploy, more of a trail helmet, and then the Descent, which I'll take a closer look at, which is kind of their more gravity-orientated helmet. Loads of coverage on the back. I'll undo that, which is a neat little fid lock little chin strap there as they slide off like that. You've got the ratchet on the back, loads of coverage, and then a peak that will slide out of the way if you want to stick your glasses or goggles underneath there. Available about the middle of May. That's what Owen was blabbing on about last night. Pretty interesting. Over at the Ergon booth, they have a huge range of grips and saddles to make yourself super comfortable. You can even try out sitting down over on the special little stools, and they will tell you the size of the saddle you need, because they've got gender specific and size specific saddles. As you can see, the range is massive. I've been using these GXR grips for a while now, because I have a dodgy wrist, and I find the extra sort of vibration damp you get from them very handy. But this over here is the SMS men's saddle. This is brand new. You see how short this is, so that's a new design, definitely. Great for not snagging your shorts, and this is the male one, as you can see, sort of ergonomically perfect for your male anatomy. And over here, that's the SMC Core that you've probably seen us ride on EMBN quite a lot. Super comfortable e-mountain bike saddle. Right, this is a Polygon Siskiu TLE. This is their lighter weight bike, so it's got a Bosch SX motor with its obviously internal 400 watt-hour battery. 145 rear travel, 164, we could run that 150 if you like. It's a full 29er, and it's got a really neat frame actually. Check out this link that sort of sits absolutely flush down there, that seat tube, and they've dropped that top tube as far as they can, and as you can see, they've had to make this sort of really neat cutout for the shock to sit up nice and high in there. It weighs in around 19 kilograms. We are over at Met Bluegrass. Bluegrass is the gravity side of the business, if you don't know. You obviously got the full face helmets, you've got this Vanguard, which is super breathable. I really like the look of this. I guess these are maybe Marmite, you either do or you don't, but I really like these sort of 3/4 open face helmets. Jetro, I think that would suit a lot of the riding I do. I've actually ordered one of those, so I'm super excited to get one of those. Knee pads, all new selection here. So we have these Aura. These are level 2 pads. So lightweight, breathable, give you really good protection, but on the lighter end of the scale. These ones are interesting, what I call the 3-strap. So nice, good coverage on there. And rather than having a zip opening system on them, you've just got 3 straps that wrap around the knee. So you've got a pad that you can take off nice and easily. It gives you a load of protection. Plus they're showing off their all new Met trail helmets. So we have at the lower end the Shelter, not available yet, but coming in a couple of months time. Then you have the Terra, which is the mid-level one, and you may recognize this Revo, because this is the one that me and Steve have just started to wear. Nice in the high end, it's got a super nice to use fid lock chin strap system. You've got the ratchet system you'd expect, plus the peak that's nice and high up. And if you want to run your glasses and goggles under there, I run my glasses under there quite a lot. It moves up, and it's a breakaway design as well. So should you do a big face plant, which we all do sometimes, that's going to break away and let your head move nicely into the ground rather than jerking it backwards. Shimano showing off their shoes in the corner of their booth. You may be familiar with the GE series. This is their GE 900 top end clip system shoe. Got BOA and that Velcro strap to give you a super good retention on those, and that little neoprene bootie. It's very nice for keeping mud and dirt out of your shoes. Over here, we've got some really interesting flat pedal shoes and flat pedals. So you've got the GR 500 aluminium flats. but I think these are really cool. At the lower end, these harder plastic, so these are the GR400s, some nice colours as well, $55. And check out the pins on them, they're super sharp. I reckon they give you some really good grip. To go with them, they're flat pedal, flat shoe setup, should I say. So these are very nice if you live somewhere like I do in the UK. So these are the GF800 Gore-Tex. So flat pedal shoe. It's one of the first on the market, I've got to think, that is actually properly waterproof with the Gore-Tex. Nice high top as well, so stops the water getting in there, and it's got that bow retention. And then the GF600, so cheaper version, $160 for these. Nice and casual, but still got that ultra tread on the bottom to give you a really good grip on those flat pedals. Of course, action cams are a thing, and we all have them, but did you know you could get yourself a self-flying camera? Well, this is a hover air. And basically, it's a one-button system where you press the thing, it hovers in the air. You can set it up as you'd like it to track you, or dolly tracking, they call it. Nick, you'll know this, where it flies in front of you and you ride towards it. Of course, a mountain bike, you probably want it behind you, but they're very simple, and I'll show you how it works. So you turn it on, set the mode, press the button, and it will take off. Is it red? There you go, and it'll follow me. I have been trying this out at home, and it's crazy how good this is at following you. I've done it in the woods and in the open, and it gives you a really cool perspective on your riding. Right, we're looking at the new Transition Regulators, because there's two of them. Talked about this in the show a few weeks ago now, I think. Basically, we've got an SX and a CX. The same bike, and then you choose which Bosch motor you would like. So 160 fork, 150 rear travel. Actually, these bikes are dirty, which is quite nice to see. They've been used, so on the stand. There you go, behind us, the SX, obviously the lower, mid-power, should I say, Bosch motor. Internal 400 watt-hour battery, as expected, compatible with the Powermore. And then the full power CX actually comes spec'd with a 600 watt-hour battery, which they say is the perfect balance of weight and battery capacity. Again, compatible with the Powermore battery extender. Both bikes set up for riding big enduro style trails, so bombing down hills, big brakes, 200mm rotors front and rear. You see the Regulator SX comes with the RockShox Lyric, and then when you go up to the full power bike, the CX, you get a RockShox Zeb up front, so bigger chassis fork to deal with a bit more weight. You also get a flip chip down that lower shock mount to go from low to high, however you fancy it. All right, that's it for day 2 at the Sea Otter Classic. I'm actually just checking out the very nice paint jobs on the Canyon stand, and they've got the Spectral CF and the Spectral On-Fly, which is the TQ powered bike, which are basically identical bikes. It's hard to tell that one is an e-bike. Anyway, it's time to go home. Nick, do you know where I put the key to the